talk about building $1 million personal company. I have made so many mistakes in my life. There are things I think about, conversations I've had with some people, or the way I behave in some instances. I think about it and I literally cringe. I'm like, who do you think, the young lady? What kind of video did you post like that? Or why did you react in such a way that wasn't the best, possible at that moment? However, the thing I did not regret and I've never regretted doing was pressing record and choosing to start building my personal brand. Okay, so let's talk about why you should care about having a personal brand in the first place. Now, your personal brand is a very powerful tool and can be a launch pad to greater things in your life. There are so many people that from their personal brands, they've built $1 million and even $1 million businesses. And I will say a quick story. So a few months back, I had a series going on where I would invite people to interview them on Instagram Live. And so I told my team, like, hey, I want to bring this person so that I can interview her. I loved, the way she was consistent on social media. I loved how I just loved some things about her. But I got some backlash. My personal assistant was totally against it. She said, Marivon, I don't want you to get this girl. She's not the kind of person I want you to interview. It's not in line with brand. And she had so many objections as to why I shouldn't interview this person. And so I brought my strong reasons and I told her, listen, this is what we're going to get from this. This is it and this is it. Please, let's do it. She was like, okay, if you say so, Marivon, let's do it. And so I brought that lady on, and so we had to do some promotions before the day of the Instagram Live, and then the feedback I got from people was crazy. But I learned a lot from it. Now, many people just reached out to me saying, Marivon, who is this lady? This is not it. Why are you interviewing her? Like, she's not your brand. You don't match. And it taught me many things. It made me realize that, Marivon, you've done some good job with building your brand. And this lady, probably there's some things she can work on. I'm not there yet and the same. However, I believe that I've done some work, which has opened me up to great opportunities. Now, the thing that was most interesting was I reached out to this lady and I was trying to talk to her about how she can really make her brand show up better and be able to attract better opportunities. And hear what she said. She was like, Marivon, I don't have a brand. And so this is what I want to talk about. A lot of people think they do not have brands because you are not a celebrity or you are not this big person out there, and so you don't have a brand. But one thing you must know is that every individual has a brand. Your brand is the way you show up. It is your values, it is who you are, your passions, and everything you do online literally builds your brand. So we all have brands, whether you've shaped it or not, whether you are working actively to build it into something that can be worthwhile or not. We must understand that. And so, one of the things people can ask is that, why should I really care about building a brand? Now, when you intentionally start building your brand, you will realize that you will have some increased trust and credibility. People will begin to know you, like you, and trust. And from that, you'll be able to build even other standalone businesses. Now, you're able to get greater career opportunities and even business opportunities from building your personal brand. I've personally been, I've benefited from that a lot because I get to, have great business opportunities. I run a marketing agency, and a lot of times when we get clients in our agency, some of them do not even know the name of my agency. They're like, Marivon and her team, like my agency is so creative studio, but a lot of people don't even know the name, and they don't even pay anything. But because of the way I've shown up consistently and, with my values, which is integrity and making sure to be excellent in what we do, people are beginning to like me, they're beginning to know me, they're liking me, they're trusting me with their work. And so if you as an individual decide to start being intentional about building your personal brand, it's going to do you so much good. Whether you have a job, it's going to help you get even promotions and other things. And then if you are someone who is trying to build something outside of a job, it will be even better. It's going to fast track things for you. And the biggest thing that I believe every person, the biggest reason why everybody should build a brand is the fact that it differentiates you in the marketplace. I do not care how much people charge for websites. I don't care whether people charge $300 for websites or people charge $100. It's none of my business. I set my prices for my marketing agency, and there are people who pay for it. Why? Because I have differentiated myself in the marketplace. It's different. Like when you build your brand, that is what stands out. One thing I want you to take away is that people buy into people before they buy their products. People buy into people first before they buy their products. So if you do not take that time to build your brand, then you'll be doing yourself a disfavor. And so one biggest thing, like I said, is that it differentiates you in the marketplace. So please pay attention to your brand, show up and show up good. Now this is how to build a personal brand. Now let's talk about it. This is the CEO then. This is how to build $1 million personal brand. The reason why I said $1 million is because when you build your brand, it has the capacity, it has the potential to do you so much well. You can, even if you choose to build standalone businesses, if you build a solid community or you build a solid brand on the internet, it can go beyond bounds. Now, the first thing to pay attention to when you're trying to start building your brand is your clarity of purpose, okay? Now, you do not have to know it all. However, you need to understand who you truly are, what you stand for, what your passion is, and what your values are. What are the things that you really care about? This will give you that clarity. And identifying your passions and values, like I said, and understanding what you bring to the table. You see, you do not have to be an entrepreneur like myself. You see, there are people here, Shola, for example, she works, she has a regular job. However, she has been able to give us value. You can share value. It doesn't matter whether you have a job, whether you have passions, whether you have past experiences, people can learn from them. The biggest thing with building a brand is that you bring value to the table. The thing that causes people to know you, like you, and trust you is the value you bring to them. And a lot of times people say, oh, everybody already knows this thing. Oh, this thing is, everybody knows about this. Everybody knows about financial services. Why should I care? Why should I talk about mine? No. We want your unique perspective on things. We want you to say your own perspective on these things. And I'll share a quick story. I know we don't have a lot of time. There was this guy called Yashir Pan. He is a great motivational speaker. No, not motivational speaker. He's a speaker coach, actually. And so he teaches people how to talk eloquently. And this guy, when he started out his career, at age 22, a VP of a company asked him to teach him how to talk eloquently so he can have better meetings and all that. This guy was like, hello, what do you want from me, or what did you see in me that you want me to teach you? He didn't ask it out loud, but it was, and then he was like, okay, you will pay me $50 for that. And the VP was like, okay, sure, let's do it. And to Yashir Khan, that was the biggest amount of money that he could ever charge. Guess what? He went through with that guy. He was teaching the VP different tricks, slow down, take deep breaths. He taught him different things when it comes to speaking eloquently. And they worked for 3 months straight. And after that, Yashir went back to the VP and was like, hey, why did you pick me? I'm just a 22-year-old. There are so many coaches worldwide, and money is not your problem from the book of case. Why did you pick me to teach you how to talk? Listen, the VP said something that, oh my God, that's what I'm going to go with today. The VP said, I did not pay you for your experience. I paid you for your perspective. And so I want you to understand that someone somewhere is waiting for your perspective on that thing that you do. I don't care if it's you went through a breakup and you learned how to cope with it, you figured out how to get your 6-figure job, or you know how to coach people, just anything. Showing up is how you build your brand, and that's what consistency and being able to show up with your authentic self is what I just want to quickly talk about. In order to build your brand, you have to be authentic. I remember when I just started out building my brand, I would want to mimic the people that I was watching. I want to act like them. I even left a very stupid comment in one of the people that I was following their comment section. I was like, oh my God, and some people say I talk like you. And Marivon in those days, shut up. I was like, people say I talk like you and I really like it. And so I was very excited for her to think that, oh yeah, you talk like me. Yeah. No. People want your authentic self. People want you to show up as you. People want you to show, like, some people call me energy drink. My brother-in-law says my brother is energy drink, where she shows up with my energy. Let me show up with that energy because it's who I am. That's the uniqueness of building your personal brand. Show up as you, be you. Do your thing. So showing up consistently is one way that you are going to be able to build a brand that stands the test of time. Please create content. I do not understand for the life of me why people do not want to show themselves, they don't want to come online or put themselves out there. Now, if you own a business here and you're not creating content, in the name of Jesus, start creating content. Like, there's no reason why you should not. There's a little 18-year-old girl on TikTok. She has a company called Boss Cosmetics. This girl loved lip gloss, and so she started creating lip gloss in her home. Just a little bit of, she would create content. She would be like, oh, somebody ordered today, I'm going to ship to this person. That's a multi-million-dollar company now. She has hired her grandma, her grandpa, her sisters. She has hired everybody, and she still needs help. She's now hiring people from outside. Why? Because she chose to create content. And one thing I want you to understand is that in this day and age, people do not care very, very much about fancy graphics and fancy stock footage and stuff. No, they want to see the face behind it. I did my research and I realized that the videos that do very, very well are the videos that they actually see the actual person. They see you, the person behind the brand, talking about your stuff. Please don't do yourself a disfavor by not creating content. Create relatable content. Show up as yourself. Find a way to be on camera more often. When people see you, they feel like they know you, and when they know you, they like you, trust you. It's easier for them to take out their purse and buy from you. Okay, so as I round up, okay, so consistency is what we just talked about. And another thing, build relationships and network with people. Connect with people who, their audience can rub off on you and you can rub off on their audience. It really helps to really define your brand and build and help you build that brand that lasts. Even if you have to pay for people to collaborate with people, do that. It's a quick and easy way to build a solid brand, especially people that are in the same sphere as you, that are in the place where you are as a brand. And continuous growth and adaptability. You all, please do not stay to your old ways, your old habits, and you don't want to adapt to change. You're not creating content because it's too difficult, you don't have time to do it, but AI can help you create 50 pieces of content in 10 minutes. Pay attention to different changes and be willing to adapt to it. There are just so many things that you probably don't need to hire anyone for, because a $20 subscription will get you that same thing done, because AI has made life easy. It's not a demon, it is help. It is help. Okay, so yeah, let me take this statement now. Your personal brand is an ongoing project, but the more intentional you are with it, the more powerful it becomes. So start building today. And remember that as believers, I know a lot of people are believers, I'm not ready to start already, but remember to include Jesus in it all, you will, please. There is a spirit realm that we have to understand. Like, the people who are the movers and shakers of things touch things in order to shine on the internet. So if you do not have something you touch, I'm so sorry, nobody's ever going to hear your voice. And so if there's anything we take away from here, is that everyone has a personal brand. You're either shaping it or you're doing nothing with it, and so it cannot benefit you in any way.
Hallelujah.